I'm Emily Rudy, and I'm a senior ecology, evolution, and organismal biology major with a minor in political science at West Liberty. And today, my sister Haley and I are going to show you around our hometown of Martinsburg, West Virginia. Downtown, and we're going to hit up some of our favorite places. Growing up in Martinsburg was honestly the best of both worlds. I feel like I had that small town closeness that I've always wanted to experience, but I'm so close to big cities like DC and Baltimore, Maryland, that I could just travel, and I had the opportunity to go do a lot of exploring while still having that really close-knit community vibe. And now, since I've moved to the northern panhandle, being at West Lib, I've had the chance to go to major cities like Pittsburgh and Columbus and explore, which has been super awesome and definitely similar to being at home. So Patterson's drugstore is significant to me and my family because my great-grandma's sweetheart actually worked there when she was a teenager, and so we grew up having the secret JoJo's Sundays every Sunday at her house. And so it's really nice to just be able to go back there and to get a JoJo Sunday and to think of those memories. Now we're gonna get lunch at one of my favorite spots, Habanero. Going from Martinsburg to West Lib really wasn't that difficult, and it wasn't that much of a change for me. And just the whole aspect of community as far as, you know, being involved in sports and the music program. My high school is super famous for their football team. A Friday night at the football stadium is just, it's magical being there. And at West Lib, being in the basketball games, like, it's just something that I feel the whole town, not just of West Lib, but also Wheeling, just comes together, and it's a super great atmosphere to be able to be around and to be cheering on the toppers, and it makes me think of my high school games. I'm also very lucky in the sense that my sister actually also chose to go to West Lib, and so having her on campus is like having a piece of Martinsburg with me at all times, and so it's super great to be able to have one of my best friends and somebody that I know that understands the life that I came from and the life that I'm living now there with me. Now we're just gonna take a peek at our old stomping grounds. Go Bulldogs! So I chose to go to West Lib mainly because it was in-state. I got the Promise Scholarship and I got some academic scholarships from West Lib as well, and I wanted to get away from home. I really wanted to be independent and experience a new city. So when I was looking at colleges, I actually toured a lot of private schools, and West Lib was the only public school that I toured that kind of had that small school feeling, where I felt like the professors were going to be really engaged. I was going to have lots of personal connections with them just because of the small class sizes and the great student-to-faculty ratio. And I just really felt like when I walked on campus for the first time, I was supposed to be there, and that everybody else on that campus wanted me to be there and that they cared about my education. So now we're finishing out our day at Orr's Farm Market. So Orr's Farm Market is actually about a 2.5-minute drive from my house. Growing up, the apple orchards actually run all the way up to my backyard. So my sister and our neighbors and I would run up there from my backyard and pick up apples off the ground. But it's just really significant because the apple agriculture and industry in our county was huge back in the day, and it still is really prominent today. And it's just nice to, you know, go to a local farmer's market, see things that are grown from people that are quite literally right in my backyard, and just to reminisce on that culture and that industry and to be able to keep it alive and still be a part of it. I think West Liberty would be a great fit for any student coming from the Eastern Panhandle. One, because it has a super similar feeling to the county that we live in. The school itself is so diverse. There are so many people representing from countries all over the world. We have so many great programs, and it's far enough away from home that when you go to West Lib, you're living your own life. You still have the comfort of being in West Virginia and being able to drive home on the weekend if you need to see your family. But it's just so similar, and it has just such a great family aspect that was something that I was really looking for, and something that I think other kids from the Eastern Panhandle would find if they went to West Lib. Thanks for checking out our hometown of Martinsburg, West Virginia, and be sure to check out West Liberty University.